This week we're doing the Capitalist Christmas Post for 2023. This website and my Sunday recommendations email list are dedicated to art that is inspiring, thought-provoking, skillfully executed, and/or breathtakingly beautiful. Once a year, I stretch that to include fabulous events, decorations, clothing, and jewelry on display during the holiday season. Capitalist Christmas pictures from previous years are at the URL at the bottom of the screen. This is from the shops at Wiregrass in Wesley Chapel, Florida. That's just north of Tampa. Fake snow and fireworks in 75-degree weather. The next couple are from Busch Gardens, which is in Tampa. I was wowed by the Wiregrass tree, but the one at Busch Gardens has even more sophisticated lighting. It sort of fades up and down and has images on it. The girl on the lower left is the poinsettia princess. Busch Gardens has a very good ice skating show. As a former New Yorker, it was fun to see the Gapstow Bridge and the plaza again in the background. Busch Gardens Tampa is famed for its roller coasters. The one on the left amuses me because it looks kind of like a star in the sky, doesn't it? It's actually part of a roller coaster called the Cheetah, I think. Beneath the fireworks, on the right, is the structure of the Iron Gwazi roller coaster, all lit up for Christmas. Now we're moving on to St. Augustine, Florida, where they get very excited about Christmas. Lights all over everything. I like it. This is the lobby of what used to be the Ponce de Leon Hotel, and it is now Flagler College. Henry Morrison Flagler, 1830 to 1913, became enormously wealthy as one of the founders of Standard Oil, which he joined in 1867. In the late 1870s, Flagler visited Florida with his sick wife. Perhaps not surprisingly, given that he grew up near Rochester, New York, Flagler fell in love with Florida's warmth and sunshine. He became the state's most tireless promoter. In 1882, he gave up his day-to-day involvement with Standard Oil and began construction of a 540-room hotel in St. Augustine, the Ponce de Leon. The hotel was designed by Carrere and Hastings, who later did the New York Public Library at 5th Avenue and 42nd. The hotel's interior design was under the supervision of Louis Comfort Tiffany, who provided the stained glass windows in the dining room. The Ponce de Leon was one of the first buildings in the U.S. that was wired for electricity when it was constructed. It's now home to Flagler College, but the entrance is still very, very grand. I've given you links to more on Flagler by way of my posts on the Flagler Museum in Palm Beach. A few words on what Christmas means to me. This is a long quote from Ayn Rand, who wrote this in the Objectivist Calendar in December 1976. Quoting Ayn Rand, "A national holiday in this country cannot have an exclusively religious meaning. The secular meaning of the Christmas holiday is wider than the tenets of any particular religion. It is goodwill toward men, a frame of mind which is not the exclusive property, though it is supposed to be part, but is a largely unobserved part, of the Christian religion." Continuing the quote, "The charming aspect of Christmas is the fact that it expresses goodwill in a cheerful, happy, benevolent, non-sacrificial way. One says, 'Merry Christmas,' not 'weep and repent.' And the goodwill is expressed in a material, earthly form, by giving presents to one's friends or by sending them cards in token of remembrance." Still continuing the quote, "The best aspect of Christmas is the aspect usually decried by the mystics, the fact that Christmas has been commercialized. The gift buying stimulates an enormous outpouring of ingenuity in the creation of products devoted to a single purpose, to give men pleasure. And the street decorations put up by department stores and other institutions, the Christmas trees, the winking lights, the glittering colors, provide the city with spectacular display, which only commercial greed could afford to give us. One would have to be terribly depressed to resist the wonderful gaiety of that spectacle." End of the quote. And two last very silly pictures. On the left are Christmas ornaments from St. Augustine, and on the right, stuffed animals from Busch Gardens. Again, if you want to see more of the Capital Christmas posts, look for the tag on my website. DianeDurantewriter.com has hundreds of posts on sculpture, architecture, painting, and my other obsessions. To join the Sunday Recommendations email list, visit the URL that's on your screen or email me. And you can say, "Well done, Diane," or support my work and receive rewards by means of the tip jar on DianeDurantewriter.com. As always, thank you for listening.